Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Pisces, how are you? Thanks so much for clicking here. If you are my ride or die, you know that this reading is for the week ahead, right? I'm always reading for the week ahead, whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year. And I am reading from the oracles again, of course. The overall energy I'm going to put on the table, and then we're going to look at some tarot, find out what else is going on for you. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Happy birthday, friends. I hope that this Pisces season is finding you well. Tell me when your birthday is. I'd love to say happy birthday to you. Let's find out what's going on with you. And if you are new and you're brand new here, welcome here. There is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live if you're interested in staying. And don't forget, private reads are open and they are quite reasonably priced. So please click on the link that is in the comments area, pinned to the top there, and it will take you where you need to be. Let's find out what's going on with Pisces. Pisces, we have the throat chakra. Feels like somebody is going to find their voice in the week ahead. Ooh, it is the Empress. Okay, so there is somebody here who I feel, Pisces, I think it's you, that you have found your voice. You've also found your footing. I feel like this this energy here is telling me that you have decided that it's time to speak up as the Empress here. For some of you, it could also that someone is speaking up about abundance. You might be hearing about something that has to do with your abundance in the week ahead. Let's find out what else is going on here. Tell me more. Tell me more about Pisces, please. Tell me more about Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have a confession. Well, doesn't that go like a little puzzle piece here with the throat chakra? It says someone has to tell you something. Somebody is going to be speaking up here, and it looks like someone is going to be speaking up to you. I feel like you're in your Empress energy next week because this is the future energy. We do have a commitment here. Things are getting serious. So it could be someone who has feelings for you. Could be someone that you are already dating. It could be someone that you're married to, by the way. And maybe they want to recommit to something or get a little more serious about their commitment to you. Let's find out what else is going on here for Pisces. Feels like somebody is speaking up. I just kind of want to peek to see what's below here. Yeah, there's a sacrifice here. Somebody might be asking you to make some sort of a sacrifice, maybe to move in. Or maybe to get some foundation with them. Maybe they want to start building a foundation with you here. Tell me more about Pisces. We've got soon, Pisces. Look, we've got fives, right? You know, if you've been watching me long enough, that when I see more than one five in a reading, it's because there's something that is happening quickly. It's quick change, and this card proves it. It says soon. I feel like, I want to say that I feel as though this is happening soon, but because the fives are here, it does feel like maybe you've been waiting for it for a while. Maybe you thought it wouldn't happen. I'm just thinking of a little bit of lack here, that this situation is about to transpire for you, but I don't think that you realize that it's showing up here. Somebody's about to say something. We've got a guide. Maybe you know because maybe you already are in contact with your guides. We have card number 15. I feel like there is somebody here who can't stop thinking about you or feels very connected to you. 15 is the devil energy, but it does feel in this context, it feels like an attachment that somebody can't stop thinking about you. Like they're obsessively thinking about you. Card number 15. And I feel like they're being guided to say something. So maybe some of you don't even know this person. Maybe you do. But if you do, I feel like things are about to get a little more serious between you. Maybe you know this person as a friend. Maybe you've never dated them. And somebody is about to confess something to you here. Let's find out what else is going on here. I'm interested to get to the tarot. Let's get all these cards on the table here. We're going to get to the tarot in just a second here. Let's find out what's going on for Pisces. You always give me this dreamy love energy, Pisces. Give me this energy from Pisces. Please, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What else do we need to know? Okay, what's this? We've got ponder. It's going to give you something to think about, friend. Bottom of the deck, we have a request. I'm just going to say, we'll leave that right here. It feels like somebody is going to make a confession. They have a request. And I feel that that request for you is going to put you in this energy of pondering. I feel like you have to think about it. I don't think that it's an immediate yes. We do have receive. Somebody is wanting you to receive their energy or receive something they're giving you. For some of you, if you're in a relationship, maybe someone wants to move it to the next level. Maybe it's engagement. For others of you, if this is somebody who maybe you know that they might be sweet on you or you're sweet on them, I feel like this person wants to maybe get a little more serious, maybe lock it down a little. Maybe they want to ask you, do you want to see each other exclusively and not see other people? All right, let's look at some tarot. Tell me about tarot for Pisces. This is very curious. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces, please. Tell me about Pisces. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know about Pisces, please? We have Justice. So this confession is something you've been waiting on. It's going to give you justice. You're going to be like, I knew it. It was a knowing that you had. And I feel like it is about to be materialized. The Justice tells me that your intuition is about to be confirmed. Because although justice is things being justified or restored, it also feels like, I knew it, is what it feels like. I knew that they had more feelings than they were letting on. We do have the Five of Cups. We have the Chariot. Oh, there's the pondering, right? The pondering here to me is the Five of Cups and the Chariot. If we move too quickly, am I going to regret this? So now you finally got the confession at this point. You got the confession. Somebody throat chakras open, right? It feels like somebody wants all of this to go down really soon. It feels like it will start to move super quickly, and maybe you're not comfortable with that. It feels like maybe this person has not yet shown you enough of their feelings or how they feel about you, because Chariot energy is Cancer, and it is energy that is below the surface. I feel like you're like, I need to get a little more footing or a little more balance here. Dark horse, light horse, right? We need to get things a little bit more in balance here before I say an absolute yes. We've got the Six of Swords. And we've got the Ace of Swords. So then we go into the process of negotiation, it looks like. It feels here that you're like, yeah, finally, movement. I've got the movement finally, right? But then I feel like, but I have more questions now. So I feel like what you are trying to avoid is a sharp confrontation or hurting their feelings. You obviously don't want to have regret or be sad about the situation. I feel as though you are looking sort of focused on more things that you have lost than more things that you have to gain. And this might simply just be because you've been through it already, right? You've been through situations which were the same. This could mean that you are speaking with maybe a Cancer, possibly an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. Libra is here. Scorpio is here. The Emperor has popped out now. So I feel like somebody is, whether they are feminine or masculine, they're the person who is in pursuit of you. The Emperor is the one who wants to do the pursuing, right? The Emperor is masculine leaning energy, but also has feminine energy, as we all do, people, plants, and animals. I feel like this person is very secure and very solid and very stable. They seem to be someone who is an authority on something, or someone who is influential in their life with the people around them. They are quite a big deal when they get to the Empress level here. Somebody here has worked really hard on their wisdom. This person has a lot of wisdom. They have all of the lessons of all of the kings. And this person in their life is somebody who makes their own decisions and decisions about other people. So they might own a business that has employees. This person is someone who moves freely. They want to speak to you about, should we move this forward? Should we have movement here? I feel like somebody is asking you, do you want to commit to something a little more than we have right now? So like I said, whatever stage of the game you're in, maybe you and this person have never dated before. And maybe they're saying, look, could we date each other exclusively for a bit? I just want to get to know you. Just going to pull this down just a little so we have some room. Tell me about this Five of Cups. What are your worries here? Because I feel like you're worrying that, I think you're very focused on what could go wrong, and you're kind of ignoring what could go right, which is the Two Cups in the background here. So I feel like you're kind of focused on what may go wrong. Tell me about the Five of Cups, please. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the Queen of Cups. You feel like you're a little suspicious that this person is all of a sudden showing you emotion. You could be dealing with someone who is an emperor, or maybe an air sign. Air signs don't often show their feelings on the surface until they are really comfortable with you. Likewise for Cancer, but even worse than an air sign. Cancer is going to keep everything submerged until they're really, really ready to tell you how they feel. So I feel like you've been waiting. Now I feel like at this point in the reading, you've got everything that you want. They finally confessed to you. They told you what you wanted to hear. You got this, yeah, I got it, right? And dancing around and I got a cute boy, or I got a cute girl, right? But I feel like you're all of a sudden, then you go into this place of, but now I have something to lose. So I have everything that I want now, but now I have something to lose. And that's where the Seven of Swords comes in. And so the Three of Wands is here. And I feel like the Three of Wands is now love is here. Now compassion and kindness and depth of love and emotions are here. But now I don't trust it, because you're going based on old energy or old information. Maybe you're a person who hasn't had a lot of luck in dating, or moving forward in relationships just doesn't work for you. It feels like you get to a certain place and then maybe it goes off the rails. I feel like because the Six of Swords is pointed into the past, that you have old information. I want to say that maybe when all of those things were going on with all of those relationships, you were not the Empress. The Empress treats life differently, looks through a different lens, the third eye, in fact. Somebody who is very balanced, right? Someone who doesn't really need the Emperor, right? So I feel like you're in this place, whether you are the feminine or the masculine, or the Emperor is the feminine or the masculine. Tell me how it is for you. So if you are the feminine, Taurus and Libra, got Aries here, it feels like this is the natural couple, right? These are the two people that are on the same vibration. And so I feel like you have old information. I feel like maybe you had relationships, marriages, whatever it was that didn't work back there. But I think it was because maybe you were in need of those relationships. I don't think you need the Emperor. You are very balanced on your own, financially and otherwise, right? You've got everything that you need. So I feel like you go into this place of, these stakes are a little bit higher now. And you don't want to make a quick move, because, I feel like this is the negotiation part. It feels like I want to talk about this a little more before I say yes. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. It's like, this is the contract. I want to say that these two people seem like they're really business minded. They think they have very sharp minds. This is the Queen of Swords. This is the King of Swords. I feel like we're having a negotiation. Like, it feels a little bit like that. And so I feel like there is a contract to be signed. Should we try this? And should we move forward with it? I think that you are at the Two of Wands here, and it feels like the gates are opening. I think that you just may. For some of you, you just might do it. And I'm telling you that I feel a really good energy between the Empress and the Emperor. It does feel like this person is legit. I don't feel like they're anybody who is coming to try and conquer or take something from you. I feel like this person feels that you and them are equally yoked here. It feels like you are about to make a decision, preparing to make a decision to enter some sort of a life contract. The decision is here, the Two of Pentacles. And so I feel like you're in this place where you feel as though you could fall off that tightrope at any moment. Like, what if it doesn't work out? What if the rope snaps? What if I fall off? It feels like you have a lot of what ifs in your head here. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords. So there is a little bit of worry here. I feel like there's a conversation that has to happen with the Emperor here, because you don't want to repeat from whatever has happened in the past. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords, and we have the King of Swords. There we go. So I was feeling King of Swords, Queen of Swords. That's what I had just talked about, right? So it does feel like this person is really honest, and it does feel like they're very honest. They're going to be truthful with you about the time they have to spend with you. If this person is an entrepreneur, they don't have a lot of time on their hands, and maybe you don't either. But it feels like this person is single at this time, and they don't want to be. They're single because their heart's been broken. I feel like this person is looking for their natural match, and I feel like their heart was broken in the past. They're going to be honest with you about that. So I feel like a negotiation process is about to begin here, and we're about to talk about what happens if this doesn't work. Because really, when we get into a relationship with somebody, right, do we really know what's going to happen? Unless you're quite psychic, you don't. And even then, sometimes we will doubt our own abilities, right? The ability to have that knowing, right, Pisces? You have that knowing. I feel like the only good thing is within these negotiations is that we sign this contract with an exit plan. And so I'm looking at it sort of like it's like we're signing a contract. There's a lawyer present, like, because the King of Swords has shown up. So it seems like it's very head over heart. Like maybe the way we don't hurt each other is that we have an exit plan. If this doesn't work out, that we still speak to each other. We're still friends. Let's not get into a place where we do character assassination. Let's just be really honest and truthful with each other. And that's how adults deal with each other in relationships. There's no trash talking and showing up in the comments where someone can't defend themselves and calling them names. Like that's not adults in a relationship. In an adult relationship, it's all about this. It's all about really finding the head over heart footing first. Let's talk about, if this doesn't work out, because I think we have two people who are worried about really getting hurt. This person's had their heart broken. You are worried about the Five of Cups, right? Focusing on what you've lost. I feel like, I feel like it's going to work out. It feels like with justice here that things are about to be restored. What's the outcome? We've got the Four of Wands, we've got the Hanged Man, and we've got the Five of Swords. So there's the conversation. So we need to talk about how much we are different than how much we are the same. It feels like there is going to be a conversation of fundamental differences. What is it that you want in your life? Do we even want the same things? Maybe one's spiritual, maybe one's religious. Do we have children? Do we move in? Do we not move in? Like we have to talk about all of these things. And so it feels like with this Ace of Swords and the Nine of Swords, you're going to release a bunch of things. You're going to make a decision, but in making that decision, it's going to be a very logical one, because I feel like the King and the Queen of Swords are having a logical conversation about what's going to go down here. Yes, we have a lot of feelings. Yes, we've been waiting for each other forever, but there's still a distrust, a little bit of a distrust. And both of these people are in quite a good place in their lives where they've accumulated their own wealth. They might even both own businesses. We don't want to have those things clash and then, everything doesn't work and then we have legal issues. So I feel like this Hanged Man energy, Pisces, is you in this energy of pondering, right? We have this right here. And so we have the Hanged Man energy, which is telling me that you're sort of trying to find the right perspective about the Four of Wands. How do we get stability and still have fun and still be excitable and still be with each other, even when this happens? Because every relationship has those times, right, with the Five of Swords. And then we have the Two of Swords. We need to make some decisions before we enter into the contract, is what it feels like here. We have Temperance. All this is happening in a moment of alchemy here. Pardon me. And there is healing energy here, because I feel like somebody was holding back because they were quite defensive. And I feel it's the King, or the Emperor, I'm going to say. I feel the Emperor had been holding back. I feel like you are probably the Hierophant. You are probably the person who is the spiritual teacher. And it feels like this is a soulmate connection, right? This is a very deep connection. And so the Emperor doesn't want to let it pass by. I don't think that you do either. But I feel like there are things that we don't see, and there's things that we don't trust. And we're both being very careful. We're being very deliberate with where we step. It feels like we need a plan. That both of you will be far more comfortable if we can get a little bit of a plan. Then we can kind of relax and enjoy the Queen of Cups, right? Then we can just enjoy a little bit once we get all of these other things out of the way. But it feels like you need to be ready to receive, because when you are in in the clutches of the emperor, or the emperor's in the clutches of the empress, those two people are going to spoil each other like crazy. And you better be ready to receive a lot of abundance. I feel like abundance is on the table because the emperor is abundant, and so is the empress is abundant as well. I feel like there's a lot of strength here. There might be a barrier, and it might be what's in the mind. I feel like the barrier is what happened back there. And I think that you should not put this emperor in the shoes of somebody else who did you wrong. I feel like, yeah, you need to have some closure from the past. So you're not working from your ego. Ego is the place where we go when we're scared, when we're trying to protect ourselves. Ego is the protector, right? I feel like you need to be ready to receive, because I think this is a very healed, beautiful connection is what it feels like. I'm going to leave that right there for you, Pisces. Thanks so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you so much. And I'll be back because I'm always back. I hope you will be too. I'm going to go for now. You guys have a great week. Bye-bye.